Just open the doors. Ciao. We open for business, child. All right. Everybody come in, like this video, share this video. So while I do that, I'm gonna just wait for everybody to get in, get comfortable. I hope everybody is has traveled to their destination safely this morning. Happy Tuesday. Police not be down. Listen, the whole shebang, okay? Let me get this fan. Y'all, when I tell you where my work location is, I literally have a fan sitting on a chair as we speak. As we speak. Hey, Cat. Hey, Catty girl. Good morning. How my boo doing? How are you doing, Cat? My favorite Chicagoan. Oh gosh. Woo. When I tell you it's hot up in this work station, it is hot. Uniform. We're gonna get into the things. Thanks for asking. I hope you are as well. I am, Cat. I literally got to work one time, a couple of days. I've been really, really late coming into work. Um these past couple of days. I don't know what it is, y'all. My procrastination has really gotten the best of me. So I'm literally trying to, you know, do better. You know, it's not that I don't sleep, everybody. It's not that I don't sleep. It's the fact that I get up early and I just, for some strange reason, I just lay in the bed until it's time to get out that bitch. And I really don't be wanting to get out of my bed. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. Sometimes I really do not feel like getting out of my bed. You're catching up on everything? Well, child, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. So let me prop y'all up. Let me prop my phone up. I want everybody to like, comment, share. I need y'all to engage with the kid. Okay, I need y'all to engage with the kid, okay? There's a lot of things that's going on. Oh, I gotta wipe my face. I'm sweating like a fat girl in church. Mm. Girl, I got neck sweat, forehead sweat, titty sweat, girl, ass sweat, girl. It's a whole smorgasbord of sweat over here, okay? I'm trying to get every nook drip, trying to get every nook and crannies imaginable, okay? Woo! I feel like today is going to be a great day. Today is going to be a great day. Um, y'all, did y'all know I ordered some more stuff from Shein? So I had it sent to my job or whatever. And I think a couple of things just got delivered, not all of it. But I'm excited to literally get everything so I can do a whole video like I did last time. If y'all didn't watch my whole video, I did a whole video. If y'all not following me on TikTok, y'all definitely need to follow me on TikTok. That's, I mean, that's mandatory. Y'all need to follow me on TikTok. I did a whole video and a try on for my Sheen purchases this past weekend. Cause I really thought I would be going out, but because me and Essence, we went out and got like twisted. Well, we got really saucy. Well, I'm gonna say I did. I got super saucy, and I went to my knuckle house, my little my little whoop de woo, as Essence would like to call it. I went to my little whoop de woo's house, got to cuddle with him because I told him like, listen, I don't want to go all the way home because my little whoop de woo lives like a bus ride away from me, like all the way in like Sheepshead Bay or whatever. So I told my little whoop de woo, I'm coming over. Give me an address. Cause I told y'all, me and my little whoop de woo had just reconnected because I blocked him and everything. Like he got on my nerves. He just did too much on me. So I think me and my little whoop de woo needed space. So I blocked his number, told him, whatever, whatever. Then I found myself being very vulnerable, very, just very, being a woman. Like, I was really in my womanly feelings. And, a girl just needs to be a girl. You know what I'm saying? And a girl must feel things. And I felt a lot of things. And I saw his face and I was like, I need to hit him up. So I hit him up and I was like, hey, what's up, big head? I miss you. And he responded, I miss you too, to be honest. Like I've been thinking about you, da da da. When he said that, I was like, my Uchi got wet. I was in my feelings, y'all. Like I was like a cat in the heat, y'all. Cause I haven't been like very intimate lately because due to work and my schedule and everything of that nature. And plus, I don't be letting these motherfuckers play with my motherfucking feelings. I'm not letting these motherfuckers play with my feelings no more. So if I feel something and you try me, bitch, I'm cutting you off. That's it, that's all. But the bad thing is, I doubles back when I'm a cat in heat or whatever. So, you know. Hey Lemon Kush, hey Shanta, hey Boo. Yeah, like I'm like a cat in heat. So sometimes I'll be feeling things. I be feeling it, y'all. I be feeling it. So me and my little whoop de woo, I went over to my little whoop de whoop house and everything. And we just had a nightcap. We just really had a nightcap. Hey, Stacy B. We had a nightcap. I slept over and everything. So, he made a girl feel really, really good. Hey, drop it with the tea. He really made a girl feel good, like for real. Oh my gosh, y'all. So we gotta get into it. Hey everybody, please like this video while I put while I put my lipstick on, my chapstick on. I'm just playing, y'all. While I put chapstick on. Mm. Hey, dropping the tea. Hey, boo. There's no with you always read with. Mm-hmm. What? All right. So let's get into some things because a lot has transpired over the last couple of days. As y'all know, Richard and Trees. That's the headlines. That's the biggest headlines, as well as Sammy and Ben officially ended their partnership. We also got a surprise situation, beef, or misunderstanding of some sorts with Io and the official King Pain. Okay. So we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into all of that. Anything else, I really don't know, and I really don't care. And honestly, because it has nothing to do with me, and I keep saying that. Um, I know I saw recently that We the People went live on Mail. Whatever Mel and We the People got going on don't got shit to do with me because I don't even know what transpired with those two. And honestly, do I care? No. No. Also, I think it's not only Mel, but I think Kai is also involved with this situation. Um, because it seems like Kai and Mel is like a duo now. It's like a duo. And I went over to We the People's Live and saw Kai in it, and We the People was also cussing out Kai, child. Child, listen. I ain't got shit to do with that, y'all. Hold on. I don't know what transpired, y'all. I don't know what transpired. My headphones literally just dropped out of my headphones. I'm pissed off now. Where is that? There we go. There we go. 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Uh, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Is the live pausing? Am I good, y'all? Am I good? Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me so we can get this thing going. Santa one, okay. Who else? Okay. Because it may be one for Santa, it may not be one for all. Can I get ones in the chat if y'all can hear me? Two in the chat if y'all can. Because I'm logging into my job now, child. All right. Logging in. Okay, I'm good. Okay, good. Like this video, share this video. What else? Like, comment, share, hype this video, and all of that nature. So, first things first, let's go in chronological order. Did I say that right? Chronological order. Got it. Yes. See, I am smarticles. I definitely am smarticles. Um, listen, y'all. Y'all know Rich and Trees is into it now. They have fallen out. But y'all know I told y'all a couple of days ago that this was going to happen. I've been predicted it that they was going to fall out. And it happened. It happened. Unfortunately, it happened. But it was due to Trees being who Trees has always been and the person refusing to change because that person feels like she's owed something or she's just not used to real relationships of some sorts. That don't have nothing to do with me, child. I'm just gonna um I'm just gonna keep it moving because I don't want to speak on that situation because I really don't care. And honestly, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I can't even speak to the allegations and the accusatory things, the inflammatory things that was said between the both of them. Because once I blocked everybody when I went through my situation, that was the done deal. That was a done deal for me. I was not going back and forth with no hoe on this ninja net. I wasn't going to do the back and forth on no day. So if y'all want me to speak towards that, I really don't know. And y'all know I'm not in the business of speaking on something that I don't know nothing about. Okay? So so Rich went live. I forgot what day. I honestly forgot. I don't know what day Rich went live. I forgot. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot. Rich went live and basically was airing trees out left and right. And within the live, he addressed him and I's him and I's relationship, intimate relationship when it comes to when I was over there in the VIP treetops, because I was a VIP. I was also in the group chats with, the treetops, the VIP treetops, and so on, so forth of that nature, right? And there was a situation where I had blocked everybody because once I found out that Trees was dogging me on certain panels and everything, I just wanted to dissociate myself from everybody. And not that I had a problem with anybody else except for Trees. I just felt in my heart of hearts that everybody was gonna choose that side. They're more loyal to Trees than me. Which in my heart of hearts, I would have been fine with that, right? I would have been totally fine with that. Okay, hold on, y'all. So, so in within within Rich's life, where he spoke about what transpired, what went down with me, and really felt and really expressed how he was displeased about my actions that I took with, giving out apologies and stuff like that. He didn't feel that was necessary, but he also said, I'm a grown ass man and I'm gonna do what I want. You know what I'm saying? Regardless. And I don't take it back what transpired. I would do it all over again. You know what I'm saying? Because, that's just how I felt at that time, right? So Rich went on to basically apologize for, dragging me. And, he also was saying how the reason why he dragged me was because he found out that I blocked him and he didn't understand why I blocked him.
And I went up on this platform and basically we talked it out and he gave out an apology towards me, which I accepted, and we talked about it. We literally talked about it, and I told him the reason why I blocked him and so on and so forth, and we literally made amends, and we talked it out, and he also expressed how he didn't like the fact that Trees was dogging me because he even went on to say that I did nothing to Trees. I didn't backstab her. I wasn't I wasn't disloyal to her. I didn't do a damn thing to Trees. I didn't do nothing. Absolutely nothing. So at that time when Trees went up on her platform and other people's panels to dog me out, that was a done deal for me. That was a done deal. I didn't live for it. I didn't care for it. I was, over it. I was over it. So honestly, y'all, I'm glad that me and Rich made amends. You know what I'm saying? Like my problems wasn't with Rich, and I'm glad that he took in with what I was saying. He understood where and how I felt at that time because me and Rich never had a falling out. We never had no outbursts. We never cursed each other out. It was always I showed him love, he showed me love, and that's what it was. So for people to come to me and tell me that Rich was dogging me out, I just felt like on my side that I made the right choice in blocking everybody, but I understand what he was talking about and that there was no issues. Why did you block me? I have my own mind. I didn't agree with what Trees did. I didn't agree with you did, but you are a grown ass man, so you're gonna do what you want to do. But you just shouldn't have blocked me because we had no issues, and we both understood where each other was at that time, and we apologized and we made amends. So shout out to Rich. Um, yeah, and I think you know, and I want everybody to know this. Even though me and Rich are cool and everything, I don't. Whatever Rich does is what Rich does. Whatever I do, you judge me for me, and you judge us separately. Okay? Because I feel like this sector tends to, when you sit with certain people or you're in their chats, you tend to align yourself. People tend to align you with that party that you're sitting with on the panel as like, oh, you agree with them or you you along for the ride in dragging whoever they're dragging. And that's just not the case. So we have to use our discernment and y'all need to just get off of where y'all mad at. Y'all need to start putting other people in y'all situations. Whatever y'all situation has nothing to do with me. Okay? So I'm saying this to say if I'm ever over there with Rich and he's reading somebody that I fuck with, just know I'm not gonna participate in it. I'm not gonna do none of that. Because if I like you, I like you, and that's just that on that. Don't question anything. But if you choose to question it, you can question it. You can do whatever. Because listen, I know how y'all females are. Child, y'all females be in y'all fifis. I know how it goes, and I'm not doing the back and forth with y'all girls. I'm just not. I've done that before. It don't get me nowhere. It really don't get me nowhere. I'm still say what I want to say, and I'm just not doing the back and forth because that shit is like tiring. And I'm not gonna exhaust myself and scream into my phone going back and forth with a female. That's just not how I'm going to move forward, or that's not how I'm going to move. Honestly, that's just not how I'm going to move. So if y'all think that's gonna happen, you're gonna be sadly mistaken. I'm just gonna be 100 with you. You're gonna be sadly mistaken. Hold on, y'all. Cat, that's good. Got made up. Yeah, it was time. It was time. You know, it was time. But yeah, y'all. What else? So I got that out the way. Can we get into Sammy? The next thing we're gonna get into is Sammy, and no, I think because can we? No, you know what? You know what? We're gonna leave Sammy for and Ben for last, or should I? Should I? Because you know what's so crazy? These topics, y'all, they all came simultaneously in the same in the same time span. Because while Rich was live, Ben Tennyson was live. I believe also Sammy did a live or some stuff. I think she ended it or whatever. And then all I know is that King Payne also had a live talking about the Ben and Sammy, the Rich and Trees debacle. Those lives fell into one another. Everybody went live after one another. It just clashed into each other, right? So, so it really don't matter if I talk about the Ben situation with Sammy and how that partnership broke down, but I'm gonna talk about the Ben and Sammy. I'm gonna talk about the Ben and no. Should I talk about the no? I'm gonna talk about the Ben and Sammy last because, child, I don't even think I'm going to spend that much time on the Ben and Sammy because honestly, do I care about it? No, I really don't. I'm gonna just leave it for last because it's not gonna be too in depth. Let me talk about the surprise misunderstanding slash beef. I don't know what it was, but Io and King Payne getting into it was a shock to me because, as y'all know, that Io and King Payne are good. They were cool. So if y'all don't know what happened, Io was over there with Rich on Rich's panel, basically going through the history of trees and just the same regurgitated thing that she has always said about trees, about her mothering skills, about her kids, and so on and so forth, blah blah blah. Good, all of that, right? They were both tagging trees the fuck up, right? And like I told y'all, King went live. Like everybody went live, literally into each other. They all went live, right? And no shade, I believe Rich went live for several hours. Several hours. I think Rich did like a 7 hour to 8 hour live. And it just so happened that it went into, King's live. King went live to talk about the situation about Rich and trees and everything. And a lot of people were coming back and giving Rich a play by play of what King was doing on King's live. Basically, was telling Rich how King was, was streaming his live and commentating on it. So while Rich was live, because he was still live at the time of King Payne's doing the live and speaking about the situation, Rich feels like, wait till I'm done with the live for you to use a certain portion, a certain type of portion of my live to talk about whatever content you want to talk about. Because everybody's doing commentary at this point. So if y'all know, y'all know. And I felt it necessary to also piggyback off that sentiment of what Rich was talking about. Basically, it was like basically agreeing with Rich about King Payne being disrespectful. That's not YouTube etiquette and yada yada. That's fucked up. Da da da. Was basically calling OKP out on his messiness and doing that because everybody knows just wait till the person is no longer live so you can use a portion or even ask Rich, they use a portion of his live. Everybody knows YouTube etiquette. If you want to use someone's content, ask them. Go into their DMs, call them, hit them up in the background, do whatever, email, whatever. Phone them if you have a certain relationship with them. Let them know that you're going to be using, and if it's okay to use a certain portion of their content, right? But King Payne didn't do that. He also said, King Payne also said that he didn't think that me and Rich, he didn't think that me and Rich had a problem. He's cool with Rich. So in King Payne's mind, he didn't think that it would be a problem for him to use the content. Well, child, I don't know what happened. I don't know if Rich struck King Payne or if that live is privated, or maybe King Payne took it down and just was going to edit that situation out. I don't know. I'm not too sure. But that live with King Payne talking about that said situation between the Rich and Trees debacle, that live is no longer up. That live is no longer up, you guys. Okay. And, you know, listen, it really got serious because King Payne was also streaming. Like I said, he was streaming Rich's live on his platform and also was in the chat as well. King Payne was in the chat, was like, drop the link. He wanted Rich to drop the link so he could come up there and address the situation or talk anything out or whatever. Basically, just to, just to make everybody mind at ease or, where he's coming from and his intentions with everything. They didn't want to drop the link. I don't know if they didn't drop the link because the disrespect was already given, or the fact that they think OKP is going to do his OKP thizzle and just get into the things and just totally derail the live that they were currently doing. and Io was coming at King Payne in the chat and everything. They was going back and forth. Well, they really wasn't going back and forth. It was more of Io going at King Payne. I don't think King Payne said anything disrespectful, but it was more so Io saying disrespectful things about OKP. And I wonder why all of a sudden you have this energy towards OKP when y'all never even had an issue. So you just blew up at OKP for Rich because Rich has a problem. So I don't understand. Hey Jane, hey Jane. I don't understand this. I really am a little bit dumbfounded when I see somebody who has a longer history than the one that you're defending. Because if y'all remember, IO and Rich just got cool. Just got cool. So you don't even really know Rich. I don't think she knows any one of these men, but she has had a longer relationship with OKP than Rich. Or I'm speculating that maybe because Rich and IO talk more, maybe that relationship with Rich is more, what's the word? Is more, what's the word I'm looking for, y'all? What's the word I'm looking for? Is more, fuck, what is that word? Ugh, I always lose my words, y'all. Can you help me with that word? Is more, y'all help me out with that word. What's the word? Is more, I always get stumped on a word. I don't know why, y'all. I don't know why. But y'all know what I'm saying. Like it's more substantial, beneficial. That's the word. I feel like her relationship with Rich is more beneficial than OKP's. And I think it's more concrete because they talk more. I don't think IO and OKP talk as much as she does with Rich. And honestly, I don't really be seeing IO over there in or on the panels with OKP in some time. Because usually OKP is like a solo thing. Like he likes to do his live and get into the topics and everything. He's usually like a one man show. He usually have his people come up and talk about their opinions on the situation or whatnot. Also, him and Sean has the little messy Monday situation. Cool. But other than that, I cannot even place my finger on the last time there was a said issue between IO and OKP before this transpired. So I really want to know why there was such this venom from IO towards OKP. Did Kingpin do anything to IO personally? Because why are you giving this energy towards OKP when OKP never done nothing to you? But I feel like that's the narcotics talking. That's probably her, her conscience talking, probably, because a lot of people are speculating that Ayo has bipolar disorder. She has multiple personality disorder. Like she's very mentally ill. A lot of people say that she's mentally ill and that she just starts hearing things in her mind. So I don't know whatever that was going through her mind was telling her to go off on OKP. It just happened. I don't understand. I really don't get it. I really don't understand, but I really want to understand. But honestly, do I give a fuck? No, I don't give a fuck. So I'm gonna mind my business and keep it moving. I'm gonna keep it moving, to be honest. Um, honestly, yeah, that's all I have. So yeah. So, last but not least, let's go into Sammy and Ben. Y'all, I'm still confused to this day what the fuck happened. But I'm pretty sure that Ben went into his liquor cabinet and poured himself a hefty, hefty glass of the Hennessy. Hey, Boujero, hey, Boo. Because there's literally, like, honestly, I was literally over on fandoms, y'all. And fandom and the boxing scholar was going down the history they have had with Ben Tennyson. They said Ben Tennyson has a history of blacking out and turning on folks, and then months later apologizing, but you know, just doing it all over again. This is the history. So honestly, I am not shocked. I am not shocked because there was multiple times where people literally said that Ben Tennyson, they would be good with Ben and he'll just turn on them. He turned on Mel. He turned, he has turned on a lot of people that felt like, damn, we were good. Like, what's going on? So when him and Sammy, hold on, y'all, give me 1 second. Y'all know I'm at work. So when Ben, for whatever reason, blacked out and basically turned on Sammy for whatever reason, because Sammy was on the panel with on Ben Tennyson's panel. I don't know what transpired with Danny Lynn. I think Danny Lynn is involved of some sorts, and him picking Danny Lynn over Sammy, or he was given more of the spotlight towards Danny Lynn and not Sammy. Sammy felt disrespected, and Ben Tennyson was like, "Well, you're gonna divorce me," and basically already giving it like, you know what? If you want to be done with me, be done with me. I think, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I feel like Ben Tennyson was already pitching for an out. I think he was already pitching for an out. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. I felt like Ben was already creating a exit plan to literally take himself away from the whole Sammy and him and the most hated family. I think he's still going to be still do his thing, but I think Sammy is definitely going to stop supporting him. I don't know if she's going to continue to support him or just from afar or still like his videos. I don't know. It don't have nothing to do with me, but I just feel like that whole situation, he was just already, plotting his exit plan. Because if you really, really think about it, if you really, really think about it, a lot of people literally went over there to attack Sammy. If you really think about it, like, no shade. If nobody would literally go over there, if Sammy was, I mean, people still went over there, but in the beginning, a lot of people went over there to basically beef with Sammy and get their grievances out with Sammy. Tremaine and Cleo versus Sammy. Mel versus Sammy. Literally, so many people went up there to literally go at Sammy. The Luckies, the Luckies, the Marias. Um, because there was a lot of people in the chat that was also displeased with Sammy's behavior or whatever have you. Um, and honestly, I just feel like I honestly, and I'm gonna be honest, I think Ben Tennyson did Sammy a favor. If you think about it, um, I think he did Sammy a favor. I think in a way, and maybe this is giving him too much credit. This is giving him too much credit, and I need y'all to hear me out when I say this. I think he did. I think he disassociated himself with Sammy because no shade. Somebody literally said the only reason why Sammy's in a lot of beefs recently is because of her sticking up or involving herself into Ben's shenanigans and his mess that Ben Tennyson created for himself. Like a lot of people stated, there was no reason for Ben Tennyson to go after Sean Davy Way, OKP, and Danny Robinson because I don't know about the Danny Robinson, but he was going at all those three, right? And plus, Sean Davy was in this chat giving him love. OKP was shouting him out, putting him on the list of whatever, and was giving him kudos. And for him to just go off the way he did, it was like, oh, you're feeling it, got it. So I think he did Sammy a solid by separating himself from Sammy or having Sammy or breaking up that union or breaking up that partnership so Sammy would not have to continuously be affected in his mess. Because if you think about it, what she's going through right now with Danny wasn't attacking Sammy channel or the Avengers wasn't attacking Sammy's channel the way they are now before before all this transpired with the whole Benison situation. Sammy literally involved herself and started to, you know, stand in front of the fire for Ben. When that whole situation with Ben Tennyson's channel being struck and terminated because of, Danny Robinson and everything. That's when, Sammy just went on a whole I hate Danny Robinson brigade on her community posts and just started to like really be ultra disrespectful and ultra like coming for Danny. And Danny has said her little shade and everything, and it went as far as Sammy calling Danny Robinson the robot, because before she wasn't calling her that, and then because it was just all in all, because I don't want to go into the whole spiel, but honestly, Ben Tennyson did no longer want. I feel like in Ben's heart of heart, maybe he didn't do it. He just didn't express himself in a way that Sammy would understand, but he did it in a Ben Tennyson way and just picked a fight with her, pick a fight with her and just totally dissociate himself from her, or have her disassociate herself from him. Either way, it was I feel like he was doing what's best for Sammy, because Sammy was literally, you know, was taking on Ben Tennyson's beef. I think Ben Tennyson did Sammy a solid. I really think he did. If y'all really think about it, I really think that Ben Tennyson did Sammy a solid by disassociating himself from her. Honestly, that's what I think. And if that's the case, kudos to Ben. But if that's not the case and you just picked a random fight with her and wanted to turn on her for no apparent reason other than that, then hey, I listen. It don't make me know nothing. Mine. It don't got shit to do with me. It ain't got shit to do with me. Is it his chat about bringing the hate? Yes, most definitely. It's about mess. He shouldn't have did that. I agree, Kat, but I think in his own way, it was literally him disassociating himself. He didn't want Sammy to be the scapegoat or piggyback off of his beefs. There was so many, and think about it, y'all. When he be on panels, he would literally say, "This is me. This is Ben. Don't put it on Sammy. Don't put it on this. Put it on me." But because Ben Tennyson is literally on Sammy's platform, he can't be talking any type of way to these women and think that these women are not going to come at Sammy as well, because you are talking grade A shit about these individuals on her platform. So in their mind, Sammy is giving you a platform to dog them out. So they're gonna come for Sammy as well. That's just my opinion. Bugetto, yes, you are giving him way too much credit. I don't even think he knows they broke up. I don't know. I don't know. They said he comes from the boxing beef sector. I think he just wants to fight. Could this breakup be for content? I think so. I think the whole relationship is for content. I don't think in my heart of hearts, and I'm going to be real with y'all, I don't think they messed around with each other. I don't think they were together. I don't think they ever were together. This was all for content. Anybody that literally believes that Sammy and Ben messed around, did some things together, or whatever have you, I think they spoke on the background and they was going to play this up to the very, very end till it got too crazy. And Ben Tennyson's channel got took him up out of here. And when it literally affected them both, because no shade, like the fact that the girls were reporting Sammy's videos, like it's getting too crazy now. And the fact that Sammy wants to pivot and start, focusing on content, she wasn't gonna do any more arguing with all of these other girls and stuff like that. Yeah, it was time. I think it's time. They wore out their welcome. The content is getting stale. This whole most hated or whatever have you is very boring, very lackluster. Um, Everybody can see through the bullshit. Everybody can see through the bullshit. I have never believed that they were actually in a committed relationship or, oh, that's my man, that's my man. Like that shit was so cringy. You can tell that it was so cringy and it was played up for the internet. You can tell that they wanted to be the next IO and, JR, that whole stunt. Because no shade, that's a stunt too. The whole JR and IO, that's a stunt. My baby, that's my baby. What's up, baby? Girl, y'all haven't even met. Stop. They were literally I think everybody said this. They were literally taking a page out of JR and IO's book. This fake ass relationship. Play it out. This is all for content. So if y'all want to make it for content, everybody's going to speak on it. It is what it is. Honestly, like real talk, like the shit was kind of, I don't know, y'all. Like the shit was really cringy to me. Like that's why I was like, I was not in a rush to go live, at 9. I was like, I'm gonna talk about this because I was literally tired, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was tired, tired. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. Yeah, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, I have my thoughts. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm giving him too much credit. But we're gonna see how this plays out with the both of them. Um, I wanna know how long they can milk this little situation. But honestly, y'all, but honestly, with just going on Sid Phantom's panel and hearing the history that Phantom and the boxing scholar has with Ben Tennyson, and they're going down history, the they're going down memory lane about the multiple fallouts and the multiple dragouts that Ben Tennyson has with multiple people in the boxing sector was very telling. Like to hear literally the boxing scholar say that this is normal for Ben Tennyson, for him to, you know, be on that drinky drink, be on that Hennessy bottle, and that Hennessy bottle is a problem for him. And when, because people saying that, hold on, people were literally saying how Ben Tennyson would literally, there's two Bens. There is Hennessy Ben and Ben who is just regular, cool, collective. They like that Ben's. But when Ben gets liquor, gets that Hennessy in him, it's a whole different person. He starts acting up, he starts turning on folks and beefing with folks. That's when it's the most hated. That's when he's really the most hated. He start going after you and doing this and doing that. It's like a Dr. Hyde and Jekyll. Soon as he get soon as he gets liquor into his system, he starts to completely change. And that's kind of scary. That's kind of scary in a way. I think that is scary. I think that is very, very scary. Because honestly, y'all, I'm not even gonna lie. When I get a little drinky drink in my system and I get a little buzz or I get a little, lifted, if you would say, when I have trees in me, when I have that tree in me, if I'm have that tree in me and also drinking, having a drinky drink, baby, if you think I'm honest and blunt now, if I have that drinky drink and a little bit of trees in me, oh, just know, just know that the bluntness is going to be on 1,000. I feel like it's going to hurt your feelings. I'm not even going to lie. It's going to be literally nonstop. Because the thing is, when I'm on that, like, because without it, with sober, I'm honest, but I'm not going to go to the depths of hell. But if I'm on it, oh yeah, I'm going straight under the earth's core. And I'll apologize after, but that's just knowing me, just knowing me. And y'all could think that's like Jekyll and Hyde or whatever. That's why I'm not even gonna lie. When I did that live talking about certain people, I was under the influence. And I had to delete that live. I had to private that live. I had to literally private that live because I already knew I was going to answer for those actions and I didn't want that live to ever see the light of day because I was on it. And when you under the influence, child, you just get to feeling it. You get to feeling the burst of energy and not care about it. You are out when you are under the influence, you're at a level of just carelessness. And that's what happens. Not saying it's okay, but that's why they say know your limits. But when you're literally at home and you're in the quarters of a safe environment, like your space, your residence, you know, the home that you pay bills at, you're probably in your bed, you're probably at the kitchen, you're probably on your couch, and you are comfortable. You're not outside going at people or getting overly drunk to where you're getting into bar fights and everything like that because, baby, that's not what I do. If I ever get drunk, it's going to be a limit because I know I have to watch my surroundings. You always have to watch your surroundings. Hey, Danny Lynn, you have to watch your surroundings when you're outside and you're drinking and everything. You got to watch for yourself and other people. But when you're in the closeness in your house, when you're where somewhere that's comfortable, like your own home, you get to extra feel it. Because who's going to beat your ass? No one. Who's going to pull up and beat my ass? No one. So if I want to have a little drinky drink and puff on something, that's what the fuck I'm gonna do because I'm in my house where I pay bills. Fuck y'all thought. You feel me? Oh yeah, that's Ben Henney. He called me a white man. I still don't know why. You see? So y'all really need to watch that because I literally watched Phantoms. I really watched Phantoms live where him and the boxer scholar talk about the experiences they have had with Ben over the years with them being in the boxing sector. And it just sheds a lot of light on who Ben is as aside for him being a subscriber, because I think at that time he was like a subscriber. He would go up on panels and get into it with people. I don't think Ben had a channel. I don't think Ben had a platform or he wasn't a CC at that time. So now he comes into a majority woman sector and he's getting into it with the women in the sector. And when I tell you this sector is very like, even though the women be going at each other, at the end of the day, they will defend their own, even if they're beefing. Because I've seen where, like, let's say for instance, there are people beefing with, there's people beefing with Melanie, right? There's people beefing with Melanie. He's calling Melanie all out of her name. But there are women who would also beef with Melanie, but will also come on that panel and tell Ben, don't disrespect Melanie. Don't disrespect. Now, mind you, they just got into it not too long ago. That woman who was also in the sector that got into it with Melanie will also defend her against a man disrespecting a woman because they share something in common that they are mothers and are women, black women at that. So don't ever think that you going to be a man in this sector and think that you just going to disrespect this majority woman sector, which is the black tea sector, and think that the women are not going to band together and get you the fuck up out of there. And the boxing scholar literally told her, like, they were literally shocked that Phantom and Ben is over on here, or the black tea sector brought them in, or anything of that nature, because they know that it's messy over here. It's things can go down, and you know, listen, the boat can get rocky over here. Listen, I can tell you from experience. Listen, the shit been rocky for me, okay? But shit, I withstand it. I even went about my business, and here I am back a second time. No shade. The black tea sector is addictive. The black tea sector is addictive. Rather, is no content. The content be dead over here sometimes where you gotta go into other sectors to find to find some tea or get into another sector and get some tea, pull some tea out of that sector. You know what I'm saying? So no shade. Ben Tennyson got jumped in. He got jumped in. He got vetted it. Everybody gets their turn in this sector. Everybody has had a turn. Okay? You are lying to yourself if you haven't gotten a turn. Everybody got a turn. Even the people who probably has the most subscribers. Everybody has their. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. It's too many. Child. It's too many phones going off, child. Can y'all hear me? Okay, y'all can hear me. It's too much going on, y'all. It's too much going on. Good. All right. Y'all, I'm just now putting on my uniform, child. I'm putting on my pants right now. Because I've been in my shorts for a while. I've been in my shorts for a while. Thank y'all guys. But yeah, y'all. We just have to stay tuned. I feel like we just have to stay tuned for what's to come. We just have to stay tuned. I think that's about it. I really don't be having. Hold on, y'all. Y'all, somebody freaking called me and I was over it. Somebody freaking called me and I was like, this is such a bad time calling me. Like, what are you calling me for? Shit. I'm trying to be over here chilling. It's only, you know what? The thing is, it's laid back in the morning time. I will say it's laid back in the morning. Don't really be nothing going on in the morning. But soon as it hits 11, it's busy. When I tell you my emails, I think my emails gets full and I'm constantly doing spreadsheets and creating shit. Listen, let me not. So that's why I try to go live when it's literally dead in the morning time to where I can interact with y'all and sometimes it be little here and there be people coming in and everything and I attend to them and everything, but majorly I'm just sitting back, you know, writing emails and stuff like that, and that's about it. So listen, y'all, that's it. That's it. I don't want to prolong this. I want everybody to have a great day. Shout out to Joan Locke. Shout out to Lemon Kush. Love you, Lemon Kush. Bugetto, Danny Lynn. Kat, shout out to you. And shout out to everybody that came through. Dropping with the T, Stacy B, Santa, Rachel. Miss Rachel said, I want to try the cucumber melon drink you had with Essence. Miss Rachel, you're going to absolutely love a frozen cucumber margarita. It's one of the best. Honestly, y'all know what? I wanna make a cucumber lemonade. I wanna make some cucumber lemonade. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Hey Nick, hold on, y'all. Okay, I'm back. Y'all, I'm out of here. I'm at work, so I'm gonna let y'all go. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning. Good morning from New Orleans. Michelle, I cannot wait to go to New Orleans next year. Next year, I was supposed to go to New Orleans this year, but because I was hospitalized and I had pneumonia on my left lung, I couldn't go I couldn't go to New Orleans, but I would make it my business. I would literally make it my business to go to New Orleans next year. I'm going to plan for it. Also, my girl Essence, she says she's gonna go to New Orleans. She's planning for New Orleans next year because I really do want to go to New Orleans. That's my ultimate goal is to go to New Orleans next year. So shout out to everybody in New Orleans. I cannot wait. That's somewhere that is literally on my bucket list to go. All right, have a great day, everybody. Love y'all. Boom. Have a great day. Until next time, like, hype this video, comment, and y'all know the replay game. Y'all know what to do. Engage, 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 comment it, and everything like that. Later, guys. Bye.